Hello everyone, welcome back to Mohana Astrology. Rajri here. Today's video is about Pisces moon signs and Pisces ascendants and how the month of July is going to be for you. And before I go ahead with the predictions, I request you to please subscribe to my channel and like this video and share with others as well if you feel that this video is going to give you some guidance for the month of July. So without further delay, let me now begin with the predictions. In July, your sixth house is hyperactive. So long Jupiter and Saturn had been aspecting this house for you and it was already active. In July, 3 other planets are actually coming and sitting there. On 1st July, Mars is coming and entering your 6th house. Then on 7th July, Venus is coming, and on 25th of July, Mercury is coming and sitting there. Venus is also going to get retrograde there. So it's a very busy house for you, and it has some good implications and some implications where you need to be careful about. I'll discuss all those now. Now, 6th house is the house of your disease, your house of your loan, your prarabdha karma, that is your pending karma, and all these are together getting activated in July. This is also the house for job, for the employed people, for the service. So if you are in job, if you are employed, this month is going to be highly active for you. And you know what? You are going to benefit because of some development in the workplace, some unexpected development in the workplace as well. So it can be that, you have an edge over your competitors and you get a promotion. It can also happen that somebody leaves from your company and you get that position. Or it can also happen that you quit one job and get another one. This month, you are not only going to use your hard work, your strategies in your profession, you are also going to use your charm, your inherent charm, to win over any difficult situation and bring it in your favor, and that's going to bring you success. However, try to avoid too much of disputes with your colleagues, your co-workers. That's also going to help you. Now, if your work is related to medical field, law, tax, insurance, audit, or even astrology, this month will be quite significant for you. If you have business, there may be some difficulties after 25th July when Mercury comes to your 6th house. This is more applicable for partnership business. In the last week of the month, Venus goes retrograde here, and this shows that you not only need to remain a bit careful about your job front, about your professional front in the last week of July, you will also have to remain careful as far as your health is concerned. Now, July is a month when you need to take good care of your health. Multiple planets are indicating that. Do not ignore any kind of health issues that is related to blood. It can be your blood pressure, can be your blood sugar, can be blood cholesterol, since Jupiter is aspecting and there Venus is also sitting. So, all these things can be possible. And stomach related troubles can be there. Take care of your eating habits. Now, this month is also good for recovering from illness. But as I mentioned earlier, 23rd onwards, when Venus goes retrograde there, try to avoid taking any new treatment during that time. Now, coming to the property part, and property prospects look good for you in July. And you may buy a house or a car. Your financial situation also looks good, as particularly for Pisces ascendants, but for majority of the moon signs, the finances will need care. The Expenses will be high though in July. And investment and stock front doesn't really look very stable for you. And if you are trying to take a loan, high chances are there that it will get sanctioned, but this loan may actually cause some difficulty, some trouble in the long run. And it is also possible that you may have to redo a few things to get this loan. So remain a bit careful in that front, because two retrograde planets are influencing your house of loans. So remain a bit careful in that front. Now, retrograde Saturn is sitting in your 12th house, and if you have Pisces moon signs, it is bringing some kind of relief for you now. So much of mental pressure, so much of a feeling of restlessness, it's now reduced for you. But again, it's 12th house and Saturn and retrograde. So whether you have moon sign or you have ascendants, remain careful about health, as I mentioned earlier. This is, by the way, is very good for your spiritual prospects. If you are following a spiritual path, this is good. If you are trying to relocate to a foreign country, the transit chart, the transits happening in the sky is supporting that as well. Big time supporting that as well. So possibility of foreign travel, possibility of traveling far from your hometown, that's also possible for you. As far as your married life is concerned, if you're married, this month looks a bit shaky, particularly when Mercury comes in your 6th house. And that's the time when you need to exercise a lot of caution. The communication and conflict because of communication can arise. Your romantic relationships look good in the first half of the month, but in the second half you need to avoid all kinds of egocentric behavior in romantic relationships. If you are a pregnant lady, take care of your health, and if you have children, their health can also cause worries in the second half. Now try again to avoid egocentric differences with your grown-up children. Your mother's health will need care in the first half of July, and some amount of mental anxiety and dual thoughts will be there in you. And July is good for studies and higher education though. Let me now give you some dates which look good for your professional profile, and these dates are 3rd July to 6th July, and again 30th July and 31st July. Now there are certain dates when you need to take care of your health and also about your mental anxiety if you have anything like that. And these dates are 7th and 8th of July, again 15th to 17th July, and 25th to 27th July. So this is all I had to say about Pisces moon signs and Pisces ascendants and how the month of July is going to be for you. Again, if you feel that this is of any guidance to you for the upcoming month of July, do like this video, share with others, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for your time. May God bless us all.